Here's the new beginnings. Here's the new beginnings. The pull up so independent. We pull up so independent.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Sloan Blueprint. I am your co-host, Nicole Sloan.
And I am Eric Sloan.
And this is a Couplepreneurs podcast. We are just elated that you all have decided to join us again for a little bit of fun and some enlightening conversation. And we always like to remind you, progress, not perfection. You know, we're here just hanging out, doing our thing. We've got some guests here with us today that are going to maybe help enlighten you as well. And also just know that if we're here and we're walking in our purpose, you can do the same thing. It's just about making an impact. So we are here to just keep learning and growing and building together.
Yeah, awesome. And as we mentioned before, we don't want you to only hear from us. We want to have other dynamic couplepreneurs, which we have here today in Mr. and Mrs. Destiny, or let me make sure I say it right. Let me say the man name first. My bad. My bad.
Who run the world?
Girls.
Okay, man. All right. Talking about let me say the man first.
We ain't gonna get them just yet.
Really? Mr. David and Destiny Sadler, or as we do in the golf clap, you know.
Oh, go down. I don't play golf. I'm gonna do the church clap. But we are so glad to have you guys. And Eric, did you want to? I think you probably look. You got to tell them how you and David actually connected. Oh well, no. Wait a minute. No, we want you to tell everybody a little bit about yourselves.
And more,
it doesn't have to be really
and more high level. You know, we don't have to go into the weed details. High level, and then we'll get into it.
But thank you. It's actually an honor and a pleasure to be in you guys' presence anytime.
Really,
we're thankful
Right.
and grateful.
Lord,
yeah, I mean, you gotta
lay
give,
it on thick.
You gotta give praise where praise is due.
Hey, that's true.
Y'all come a long way, and we recognize that and thankful. But Eric, I don't know if Eric remembers, but we used to play flag football. This was way back with Charlie Trotman.
Oh wow,
over Brubaker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know, everybody knew who to. You know, I'm pretty fast, and everybody would always say, "Well, there's a guy out there that can run too."
Oh,
and sure enough, it was Mr. Sloan.
They're showing off.
That when you're on the field, you gotta have an edge, and he definitely had that. But that's where I first initially met Eric. It was years and years ago, and then now to where we are today, meeting Nicole Hollywood Sloan.
Hollywood.
I don't know I don't even know how he started calling me that. Really? Do you?
From House Hunters.
Okay. We'll talk about that. Talk about that in a minute, then.
But no, so we go back. It wasn't just we didn't just meet yesterday.
Wait, hold on. Your business. What's your business name? I know you like to be shy.
I'm trying to.
Yeah,
and try to be behind the scenes. I understand.
It's
modest.
Yeah, being an entrepreneur, and what the show is all about, and couples, and it's not easy. I was kind of forced into being an entrepreneur, from my past, and we all come from somewhere, and we all got a story to tell. But I got tired of people telling me no, especially when you're qualified, you're knowledgeable, and no is just no to me at this point. It's just I need to find a person who could tell me yes, because somebody can say yes. So I tried a couple different things, honestly, and one was about to take off, and God said, I don't think this is going to be the one. So snatched it right from underneath me. Somebody else snatched it from underneath me because I didn't get no NDA and a non-disclosure agreement. But I learned, and this is a process of learning as we go. And then I ventured out and did the car service, the black car service and transportation and chauffeur transportation. And the rest is pretty much history. We've grown, and I'll go into it.
And killing the game.
That's God. I'm along for the ride.
That's right.
I'm along for the ride.
Amen. Amen.
See, I was about to say in the other half, but I say the better half because if I don't, I may get a whip.
He knows
what to say.
So the better half.
Yes. My background is in education. I used to be a teacher for 9 years, and then I was an educational consultant, and then met David, and he swept me off my feet and moved me to Montgomery,
changed his life.
Alabama, kicking and screaming, and tried to make it work with our oldest son now, traveling and doing that, and it didn't work out. So stayed home. That's what we decided that I would do, but something still just did not sit right with me, which is being at home. So decided to do a couple little different things, didn't work out. Stumbled upon this company, Lime Life by Alcone, and has taken off. And talk about God opening up doors and showing out, definitely.
Yes.
His will.
You say taking off. See, I'm not on Facebook often, but I know sometimes when I may hear my wife on Facebook and you just have a distinct voice.
He'll hear me.
You just have this distinct voice.
He'll just come back there laughing. Destiny's so crazy. Because I'll be laughing. He's like, oh, that Destiny.
And I hadn't even watched it. I just heard
You heard my voice. Yeah.
Right.
Just the perkiness.
Yeah, all the
Check
time.
it out. I mean,
Yeah.
oh, she got it.
Yeah, exactly. That's why my skin looks so good too.
Lime Life. Thank you very much.
Skincare consultant
Not that
here.
it's very hard,
Well,
anyways.
I know, but
And just glowing.
Thank you.
Just,
Thank you.
just that glow.
That glow,
right.
yes.
That glow, that Lime
it's
Life
that
glow.
Lime Life glow.
That's it.
Y'all been using it?
Hey, David looked in just like, yeah, no.
Yeah,
I think I got it.
I
said, if y'all been using
down on right now.
all right, cool down.
You know, that whole I'm going through something right now.
You going? Oh,
The whole body transformation, the life transformation.
Come on.
I ain't worried. Look, I ain't mad at you. I'm going through something too. Life transformation. Yep.
We got small babies. You know, so I gotta stay fit.
Yes, you do.
Yes.
Because y'all got a little bit longer to go.
We got 3 small babies.
We have run out.
Well, and it's funny you say that from a small baby standpoint. So you want to stay fit because you know as they grow up, they're gonna try you.
Of course, it's
yeah.
coming, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward.
He talks
to it.
about it all the time.
Yeah, they are gonna try you.
Yeah.
I did it with my dad, you know, and he swooped me one good time. I was like, I don't want to do that.
I already got plans. He's going. The oldest one, I know he's going to try.
Yeah.
He's going off every wall in the house and taking him from every wall. To let him know. Because I probably won't be able to do it after that. So you got to give him that one good time.
Ooh, y'all something else. These dads.
So is that a life lesson that we're going to work on, you know, get them young before they get old enough?
Oh, nah. I want that teenage, so I can get him good. He's young. I can't really get him, but I'm going to have him thinking that he's that close to.
Y'all are missed.
He's
Sound
gonna-
like
he's gonna
they
be up
about
outta
you in
here.
this world. I take you out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But man,
But going back, and I actually forgot about the flag. I forgot that you played out there because I'm thinking first time officially and not even thinking about it. I'm thinking the first time that we actually met was when we had a mutual associate and when I utilized this service and we're driving to Atlanta. So we're going to Atlanta Airport, utilizing this concierge service, and we're riding, of course, 2-hour drive. So the whole 2 hours, we're just talking. Just chatting it up.
it's just so hard for Eric to do. I'm sorry, go ahead. Since he's
we had,
as you know, he's not really social.
we had mutual conversations from that standpoint. So it was a piggyback, you know.
Right.
So it was, he would say something, then I would come back and so
It was
but
easy. It was
yeah,
easy.
see?
Going with your story. We're gonna let you finish your little story.
No, but first time in my thought process before you said that was going there and we're just chatting it up, get to the airport, come back, and then he picks us up and then we're riding back. So literally we were able to have a 4-hour conversation. And in that conversation, he mentioned that they were in the process of looking for a house. So of course, you know me, I'm like, hey, hold up. My wife is in the real estate game. She's dynamic. She does this, blah, blah, blah. Gave her the contact information and then next thing happens. They reach out to Nicole.
Yep.
Nicole.
Well, actually, at the time I was with Alpha, and I switched over to. I was in the process of starting my.
Yeah,
company.
that is true.
So I was with Alpha.
forgot about
You
that,
remember
yeah.
that? I was with Alpha, and then I started my company first week in July, and we all connected. And then once we connected, I think that's when you
That's
guys
when I met.
mentioned House Hunters,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
You guys had the opportunity and presented it to me, and then it was history. We were taping around August of 2014.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, so we were. That was
wow.
fun.
That
That was
was
an
so much fun.
experience.
That
So
was-
that's amazing. Just
That was before you had. I think it was just.
I think
Dennis
just
then.
Dennis, yeah. Yeah.
And now two more?
2 more added to the
Daily and
crew.
What about
Daily and Daniel.
yeah,
all the D's.
My mind just went blank.
yeah, but to me, I look at that as the power of relationships and the power of your
Exactly.
environment.
Yeah.
So for you and I to connect the way that we connected based off of the power of a relationship, and then that relationship came into you guys having her as a real estate agent, but then having that relationship and that environment to do House Hunters. And I still, to this day, whenever it comes on, I still get calls and emails.
Yeah.
Hey, is this your wife? Is this your wife? Is this what's going on? Who is this?
Yeah.
Yes.
So and I can only imagine how many people reach out to you guys, and they're still probably one of the. We watch it often, but they're still probably one of my favorite episodes. Not just because it's
I think it is
you guys,
one of the
but
favorite
Yes,
episodes.
I think so too.
I think
No
they said
doubt.
that.
Yeah.
was
No doubt.
It was one of the.
Oh yeah,
It was well liked.
Mm-hmm.
It was received.
and it was a blessing. It
It's
definitely was a
truly a
blessing.
blessing, yeah.
Starting out with with my company the first week, and when you guys presented, I think I told Eric, I was like, oh my God, this is really happening.
Right.
Look, because I was new, and then we'd already had our doubts.
Yes.
And that faith walk wasn't quite where it is now.
Of course,
And
yeah.
so it was just a tremendous experience for all of us, I think.
And look where you are now.
Yeah.
Look where we
We
I'm
all
gonna say
are.
you are
We.
now.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
We French.
We. So I'm gonna mess with you right now. So Destiny mentioned as far as how you guys met. So who chased who?
It wasn't much of a chase. It was I don't have real good pickup lines. Cause I'm very funny,
Be
but I'm
careful.
serious. But now, this part of my life, I got to be a little more serious. But no, it was organic. I wasn't supposed to be where I was. Was getting ready to leave. We met in Atlanta
At a house party.
at a house party.
House party.
Yeah.
It was. But the funny thing is, I was on my way to Atlanta because I had a real early pickup, and I'll give you the very condensed version. I had a pickup early that morning, and it was storming. So I said, "Let me go up early. I'll get a hotel, stay the night." And one of my college buddies called me, who rarely calls me, and said, "Look, I know a house party is a couple doors up. Will you come through?" I'm like, "Man, I got to get up early. I can't be out." And I said, "Wait a minute. Are they going to have food?" he said, "Yeah, it should be a nice spread." I said, "Well, I'm not dressing up. I'm not dressing up."
You did.
And literally, I show up to this after hours. No, this is Atlanta, so people are coming out.
Of
They're going to be
It was a
dressed.
birthday
and-
party.
It was a birthday party, but they're coming out. And I literally had on a white T-shirt and gray sweatpants. And I walk up in the.
You were
You
straight
gotta like-
ATL
you
then
like
is
that?
what I'm hearing.
To this day, that's my favorite outfit.
Really?
That's what I showed up in.
White t-shirt and gray.
Yeah,
sweaters.
everybody else was dressed. I'm like, nobody knows me. I could care less. And they got food.
Wow.
So I don't got, Mr. Frugal, I don't got to spend no money tonight.
Mr. Frugal.
So,
Facts.
and that's how it was. We went and, I saw her and she was having
Keep in
fun.
mind, I enjoyed dating, so I was having a great time at the house party, talking to several people.
Yeah.
And,
She was at the table talking. Well, this is,
I
there's
was
two
about
versions.
to say, yeah.
There's two versions.
Yeah,
of this.
that's why I
So
wanted to
this is the
I was
quick
about
one.
to say.
So I see her. I'm getting ready to leave because I got to get up, and I tell my buddy, "Look, I'll get with you a little bit later. I'm gonna go to your house and go to sleep." And just before I'm getting ready to leave, she comes in and she got on a red coat. like red. Everybody else is kind of dark, black,
Yeah.
night out. And she comes in a red coat, and I'm like, hey. I'm like, okay. She was like, and I'm a hair guy. Like I'm a hair guy, and it was kind of flowing, because mine ain't so flowy.
Flowing.
She came in, and I was like, she's really pretty. And she came by herself. So long story short, I'm just watching her. Never said a word to her. And then, I see she's playing cards and having drinks, and this guy's all up in her face, trying to recite words to the music that's coming on, because it was a DJ. It was a nice party. And I was like to myself, like, he ain't going to get it. That ain't going to get it done. Like, he's doing too much.
Right, too much.
And she gets up, and I go over to her friend. Like, they go dance. I go over to her friend and ask if she's with somebody, and they're playing spades. And her friend pauses for a second. I'm like, no need to say anything at all. That's like a possible in spades. Like that ain't guaranteed. That's a possible.
Oh, so we got the spades game.
Yeah. So we're playing spades.
Okay.
So I kind of fade off, and the night's going. I'm like, I really got to get up. So I tell my friend that I'm about to leave. So I'm standing by the bathroom. She comes by and goes to the bathroom, and I'm like, it's either now or never. I'm gonna say, I gotta say something. I don't know what I'm gonna say. But then again, in the back of my mind, I'm dressed. I'm just chilling. I'm not here to meet anybody. And she comes out the bathroom like this, with her hands wet.
There are no more paper towels.
So first thing I say is,
Oh, Lord.
please, you can use my shirt.
Hold on. I thought you said you ain't have no game back
That was
then.
your game.
I thought you said you didn't have no game back then. I'm just saying.
Look, I saw a sister who needed some help. She needed her hands, dry. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time and said, please use my shirt. And basically she was like, yo, that's disgusting.
I said,
Well, I was sitting there thinking, well,
no, I was like, ew, that's disgusting. And I walked off.
And I was like,
and that's what you said.
Yeah, I really did say it. Yeah. I was like, that's disgusting, and just walked off. But I was like, he was kind of cute. I'll go back.
yeah.
Go
I'll
back
go
and
back.
talk to him.
So I literally tell my man, I was like, look, I'm out. Like, I ain't waiting around for this one. And I'm out. I didn't put my foot in my mouth. So she comes back, and we introduce each other, and we shake hands. And Destiny, till this day, probably got one of the best handshakes, man or woman. Like, gave it to me.
Oh my God.
Well, I had to give it back.
Oh my God. Let's not have that discussion.
Yeah, like gave it to me, and and from that, from that point, I kind of quizzed her real quick. I said, look, I know you're here having fun. I'm not going to try and stop that. Let's do brunch tomorrow. Maybe after church. Checking to see if she's
he said after church. I know. I got that.
She's a Christian. She's going to church.
See if she going to church.
And, she said, okay, well, cool. I said, well, I'll call you at 12 o'clock. And literally exchanged numbers. I was gone. I was like, if it's meant to be, it's going to be. And I call her at 12 o'clock. Sure.
Like exactly at 12.
I was looking at the clock like this.
Prompt now? Never mind.
Yeah.
Okay,
No, so changing it I think he is still that prompt because I know from the concierge aspect of it.
I know that now.
I'm time sensitive. I'm time sensitive. But we met from brunch.
That look says something a little bit different.
Sometimes I'm gonna have to stop somewhere on the way home. But I get there. But from that day we had breakfast at Thumbs Up.
Yeah.
In Atlanta, and literally from that day forth.
I've been talking ever since.
Wow.
I haven't been apart since that day, but nothing was planned.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nothing was planned.
Wow.
That's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah. That was
The
my
process.
side. Yeah.
Love.
You
That's
say
love.
what they say, history. It's always his story.
His story.
So that was your story. I'm pretty sure hers is going to be a little bit.
That was pretty much. Yeah. That was it. I mean, he mentioned me not really. Like, I talked to him, but I wasn't like, it was somebody else that walked me to the car that night too. So
cool.
he didn't care.
Well, see, Destiny, he said this too. He had started the concierge service. Now, but where were you in your career? At the
I
time?
was an educational consultant. No, I was a teacher when we first met. Yeah. And I was trying to get into educational consulting. And then the company that I interviewed with told me no.
Wow.
And I kept emailing them like every month, like, hey, I'm still interested in the job, yada, yada, yada. And then a year later, they called me back and offered me that position. So then I think we were engaged or something. We were still dating.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like. No, we weren't
we're
engaged.
not.
I got engaged when I was still teaching. And then got that job and then started doing that for 2 years. But it was traveling, educational consulting, traveling. So,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it was a lot.
So how would you describe your journey as a team now?
Ooh.
What would you say? As entrepreneurs, as parents?
All the things.
Mm-hmm. What would you say? What have you
It's
learned?
a lot.
Just tell us some things
let's
you've learned.
So I feel like my journey as far as an entrepreneur wasn't forced, but I had to figure out what I could do with the kids because at the time, David was the main person bringing in income. So a lot of things that I wanted to do had to be put on the back burner because I was the person taking care of the kids. And I had to figure out what I could do with them with me. And so Lime Life kind of like seamlessly kind of fell into my lap because I could do things from home in front of a computer or, have people come over, whatever the case may be. But I was able to do it with that. So as far as us together as entrepreneurs, I say we're still trying to figure it out. It's a day-by-day process.
Yeah, I agree.
It was extremely difficult. And you guys, your kids are old enough and they're gone. And for us, somebody has to take care of them kids. And this is where I'm still learning and growing because I sometimes can be so business black and white that like I won't waver. And for me, it was, we agreed that, we prayed on it and you leave your profession, which was commendable. It says a lot. And then I would be the breadwinner. And for me, it was like time to go hard. Like I'm tunnel vision. I know what I got to do. I got to take care of my family. And as the transition for her came, it was first, okay, it was cool. She's going to do something to keep her busy.
He thought I was just trying to pass time.
Yeah. I mean, like give her something to do at home. It was not being disrespectful, but like, okay, give her something to do.
How does that sound?
You too independent for that.
No, but she was never in sales. So for me, it was.
Well, let's go back because this is one thing that we had to talk about too. Because David never really saw me hustling. Like he met me at the top of my career, but in teaching, you don't make a lot of money. So I was bartending, I was tutoring, I was doing makeup over here. Like I had all these little side things. So by the time we met, it was like, oh, well, this is your profession. This is what you do. And then now it's like, I'm not hustling drinks or whatever, but I'm like, okay, I can be able to help more women and men feel beautiful or whatever the case is. This is my new hustle. Game on, which he has never seen that before because we didn't meet when. So it's like I thought you just. Thought you were the agreement was you stay home. The agreement.
Oh Lord, the agreement.
But that's where as and that's where it's like, hold on, the game's changing. I'm gonna try and change the game right now. And it was almost let me keep like this vision. I know where I'm trying to get us to. Like I get it, but I didn't get it.
He did.
You know what I mean? And even till today, I'm more supportive, but I don't ask a lot of questions because I know me. Sometimes we as men try to figure it out for you, or try to give you answers when you're not looking for answers. So, and that's just me. I'm saying, well, I just want to help. She ain't asking for help. You know what I mean? So, so now it's hard, but I just kind of keep quiet and almost afraid to say something.
Let it flow. Just let it flow.
Because I don't want to come off wrong because I'm not trying to come off wrong.
Right.
So
well, the male mindset is just a little bit different.
Yeah.
Like you said, you guys are geared more to, I got to take care of my family. It's kind of like a one-track mind. Am I right? Okay. One-track mind.
Yeah, I see how you tried to throw that in there.
However,
sly.
we think, with both sides of our brains, right?
Yes, we do.
And so we're thinking about multiple things, multiple aspects for the family, the businesses, all of that include
Yeah. And it's almost like I see the hustle and what he's doing to provide for our family. And it's not that I want to match that, but I found a way to bring in extra income. And it's a journey because I feel like even in entrepreneurship, your vision changes over time. So like you might start off thinking that this is what you want to do. Like I was like, oh, well, let me just see where this goes. And then now it's a completely different vision as far as how many people am I able to present this opportunity to and to have these products in their home. And with Lime Life, I'm able to talk with more women. And then, like I said, the vision has changed now. And so I feel like for him, it was kind of like, you're supposed to stay here, stay at home.
See, but no, that's I guess that the evolution or you evolving from an entrepreneurship, and then now she's evolving as an entrepreneurship, and then you guys are coming in together and building together. So as we always say, I'll let you say it.
Progress, not perfection. Is that what you meant?
Progress, not perfection.
Is that what it is?
I was allowing you to get your lead in, and blah,
you.
blah, blah. See, I was trying to be supportive.
Yeah, okay.
No, but getting back from my standpoint, just that evolution of you two from the standpoint from growing and understanding, because it's not going to be just one thing, or it's not going to be your way or her way. It's definitely got to be that bridging in between or building in between you two to grow and to, I guess, to build those multiple streams of income.
Absolutely.
And I like how you said that, because you said you're providing a service to other women, but at the same time, each one of those individual women now become another multiple stream of income for you. Not looking at it that way, just because you're just trying to be helpful and show them a different way. So I like that.
And you also mentioned too, you said when you started out, you said that you didn't really expect it to be all that either. No. I mean, so and it makes me think about when I started my real estate brokerage. I just thought, no, I'm just gonna start a real estate company. Just gonna be me. I don't plan to have any agents, and even with his company, Eric, he started it, and it was after. That was in 2015, so he had not even started his company at the time. And so I was the same way, like, okay, this is what I'm doing. I'm chill, I can do this on my own. But we never would have imagined that we'd be doing all this, but that we knew that was God's plan for our lives. Right. And we know that it is his plan. So a lot of times, of course, as you make changes, of course you grow. And we've noted, we see, and we're out of the comfort zone. I don't know if this is necessarily the comfort zone for you guys, but this was not necessarily our comfort zone, but we've just seen ourselves evolve and grow over time too. When we thought we start one way, and then we're ending up with so many different endeavors. And what do you think, Sloan? They know that's what I call him, Sloan.
But you know what? I think I'd be beside myself if I didn't say this, and I think we all can agree that it's not easy. No, it's not easy. It's difficult. It's there's a lot of compromise and disagreements and not talking, and it's not for
the faint of heart.
No, and even as a couple, like he didn't see the vision, but I did, and I think that's something that we need to talk about too, because I know a lot of times in couples you expect the other person to be gung-ho from jump, right? Yep. And that was not the case, but I'm just like, I see it. You might not see it right now, but I see it. And here we go. Strap on.
And a lot of times, she wants me to respond, jumping up and down, at least, but that's not, I'm not that rah-rah. Like I'm supportive, like, okay, let's get we ain't got time to be hooting and hollering. Let's go get it.
Y'all must be related.
I was about to raise you an offering.
I'm gonna triple it.
You better.
'Cause, I mean, y'all gotta be related.
Right.
That's his all day long. I mean, you expect me to just be? I mean, I gotta think it through, and you know us. We just like, okay,
No.
let's go, let's do it.
because you learn because everything. You start looking at opportunities as how can I learn from this? Not I'm failing, but what can I take from this and take it into that next? Because God is not. He's not going to allow you to be in any area without being by you, regardless of what it is. You got to fail. You got to fail miserably because then, because you'll take that into the next, whatever that next step is. So
That's true. That's true. That's true.
So I got to raise you an offering too.
Destiny just say she's repeating what we've always said: faith without works is
Dead.
And when you know God is giving you something to do, you just got to go for it.
Exactly.
You just got to take the leap. No matter what, you just got to go. And I believe that He'll once you take that leap, then He lines everything up.
Absolutely.
You know, He will.
Every
and
time.
It's not, and as David said, it's not easy.
No.
Definitely not easy, and it's not easy stepping out on faith.
No.
We've said before in a previous episode, one of my cousins said, He may tell you to do something crazy, but He won't tell you to do anything stupid.
I like that.
Yeah. So we've learned and are learning that for sure.
Yes.
Is there any advice that you would give parents that are on their entrepreneurial journey? With small kids, you know.
I would say move cautiously with the understanding heart for your partner, because I don't always do that. And true.
Come on.
Can we say that on camera?
Yeah.
Desmond's gonna go back.
And because you know, and this is just me being honest and raw with y'all, and you know, y'all's like family, so I can be as honest as possible. Is because those kids, the kids are why we do what we do, and being entrepreneurs, we can, you know, I don't have anybody to tell me I have to be somewhere at this time. You know, if I want to, I can shut it down and go, you know, help with the kids. For example, Destiny's going away with Limelight, you know, this week. And if I was working for somebody, it would be, oh, Mr. Sadler, you got to come on in here.
Yeah.
And me being me, be like, deuces, I'm gone.
Right.
Like, you need to find somebody else for this position because I'm out. I'm going with my kids, and I think I've been doing it long enough to be in a position where it feels good because I didn't grow up, you know, in this environment where we were bosses and you know, and we're calling the shots, and you know, and we're the ones coming in, and when people see you, they're getting straight, like they act like I'm working. You know, here they come. But it's as a parent, you know, it's gratifying and rewarding, but there's just a lot that comes with it. It's not like you said earlier. You know, everybody can't do it.
Yeah.
It's tough, and it takes a toll on all your relationships.
It
You
does.
lose some people. You lose some people along the way.
And it'll take a toll on your marriage if you're not prayerful about it and staying connected and unified. It will definitely take a toll, just not on your outside relationships.
Right,
But
yeah.
That's why you have to focus on, you know, when we put God first, we know that He's gonna, you know, help us manage the issues and the challenges that come with being married entrepreneurs with family and all the other things that come along with it.
Absolutely. Yeah. I would say, like, if you're a mom, or even if you have a 9-to-5, like, the biggest thing is figuring out, because we all have the same 24 hours. It's just, what are you going to do with those 24 hours? So mine was at night. That once I got them at the beginning, it was once they were in the bed, nighttime was my time to do what I needed to do. So I did a lot of stuff at night. Now it's a little different because they're in school, so I have time during the day. But take that hour from watching Netflix, or take whatever that is. You have an hour or two to put towards something that would benefit your family or your business or whatever the case is. So that would be my advice.
And taking some time at the beginning of the day, beginning of the day to pray, meditate.
Oh gosh,
you know,
yes. That's what I have to. I
you
wake
have
up
to.
before everybody
You
wakes
gotta have
up.
it. You gotta have it. That just sets the tone for your entire day.
Absolutely.
Praying in the beginning of the day. I think we said the other day at the end of the day.
And for me, it's throughout. Because
Definitely throughout.
I'm
no doubt.
There's a lot of time that now I'm driving more than I'm by myself. You know, and there can be times I'm just talking to God, like, you know, and prayer comes in many different ways, and you know, just out of the blue, it's like, yo, you know, hey man,
right? Because that's how you
I
talk to
God
him. That's how we have to talk
like
him. Oh, we do.
homeboy,
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
like,
That's what he wants.
you know,
As
like
you should.
That's
so
what he wants.
It's trying, y'all, and I know I keep coming back to that. But again, rewarding.
Rewarding. Right, and then finally, you've really pretty much said it in a nutshell there. But how your faith plays a role in your as you operate as parents or entrepreneurs and community leaders, because you all are active in the community as well. Namely, I know you.
Well,
not that Destiny is not, but I'm saying you've been very active. I'm sure a lot of people know.
It's actually a good segue. So, should we introduce for those that don't know, as far as the hug guy?
Oh yeah.
See, because a lot of people may not know. So, if you go to social media right now and look up the hug guy, you will see you will see
Alabama.
you will see this gentleman right here. He did it in Montgomery, Alabama. Then he actually went up to DC and did it as well. So he had an experiment where he would just blindfold himself and just stand there. And I can't recall what the exact word said, but it was, I'm paraphrasing.
What did you say? What did you say?
The first sign was here. It said, you know, as a black man, you do not have to fear me. That's when all that stuff was in the news, and black men were getting shot with, you know, unarmed. And so the first one was, you do not have to fear me, saying this black skin is okay. You know, I trust you. Do you trust me? God is love. Let's hug.
Yeah.
You know, with the blindfold and just see, and the message would change at the Trump inauguration. We put, let's make America great together. You know, just a play on words. And then, you know, we did in Charlottesville after Charlottesville. So it's, I've been known to do some social experiments, and, you know, good and shocking.
I'm about to say.
And shocking.
I like it shocking.
Yep.
The shocking one was again that's all. That's because when you grow up in that environment, you know, where people do fear us for no specific reason at all, other than whatever you got going on, you know, in your life. And what the news tells people, you know, about us and shows about us. But you know, the shocking one was about a little girl seeing her father, you know, being shot in the front seat, put 9 bullets in him, and now that 4-year-old girl, I stopped thinking about it as, you know, us as a community. Now it's like, now you're affecting our kids. And, you know, Dennis was 4 at the time. And I was like, I got to do something. And I'm going to shock him. And, you know, and whatever happens, happens. But it circles all the way back to, if I was going to somebody's 9 to 5, they can control kind of what I do.
What you put out there,
You know, but being an entrepreneur and doing my own thing, you know, you can't tell me what to do. If I feel the need to move and do something and shock society, you know, into a conversation that needs to be had, then I'm gonna do it. And y'all know I get down,
down.
I get all the way down about you know, for us, I'll do it again. I almost went to Dayton.
Almost, you know, like the song, since we are in music, they said down, what was it? That bump.
Right.
Yes. There have been a lot of things that we have.
She talks me off the ledge.
Some more kids we have. I'm like, hey, so you might go to jail with that one.
Right. So we need you at home.
Need your child.
Let's not try that, buddy.
Well, I got the cash. You know, here's the bond money. If something happens, here's the bond money. Just come get me.
Look under the bed in the
That's
cat.
it. It's there, but but that community stuff, and I think that's a responsibility that we have as well. And what you guys are doing, the message that you guys are putting out, we still gotta reach back and grab those people who dream just like we dream.
Absolutely.
So you guys are doing an amazing job at what you guys
We
do.
appreciate that.
Appreciate
Likewise. I'm happy to know you.
Yeah. And eventually we're gonna work together.
Yes, we are.
I mean, we
Y'all been
we-
trying this thing.
One
Yes,
day
we are.
It's gonna happen.
Yes,
It's
I
gonna
agree.
happen.
I agree. I totally agree. This is just the beginning.
Absolutely.
Just the beginning. So we decided we wanted to play a fun game
Oh gosh.
Here we go.
to take us out.
All right.
So you're going to be asked 5 questions in the event that you do not know the answer, David. I'm kidding.
really?
For each wrong or unknown answer, you have to do something special for your spouse that number of days.
Ooh, I like.
Okay.
All right. You ready? Eric, you want to ask the first question? Go ahead.
Okay, let's go.
Oh,
Question
gosh.
number 1. Can you name 2 or more of your partner's grandparents?
Bessie May, and VL.
All right.
Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so now number 2.
Oh, I don't. Medea. Isn't it what?
No, I'm talking about.
Oh. I thought he said I got a name too. I was like, we already know the question. What y'all call her, Medea?
she called out my grandma.
Hey, dang, that's what you said. Okay, Destiny, let's see. Do you know your partner's, this is probably really easy, favorite dessert?
Ooh, anything with whipped cream cake.
Is there a specific one, David, that you really like? It don't tell it, but I'm just asking, is there? So we can see if she can
Yes.
pinpoint. Okay.
That's a specific type of whipped cream or icing.
Whipped cream icing.
G-rated.
He doesn't like buttercream. He likes whipped cream icing on cakes. He's not a real dessert person either, though.
Really? Okay, so you got it right. She did get it right.
Yeah, she got it. So you got 1,000.
This is like whipped cream.
Anything with
What
whipped cream.
y'all doing? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, Dave's married.
Of course, right.
Do you know your partner's least favorite task around the house?
That's your question.
Folding clothes.
Facts.
I was gonna say I believe that because I know you made a post about that with the clothes, and I was agreeing like, girl, look, you wash them and you just let them pile up.
Well, I can't. Well, I have
know
to
how
get
to-
them done because if not,
terrible.
my whole week is messed up. So yeah,
It's terrible.
yeah.
Hate laundry, but anyway, okay. All right, let's see. Destiny, right? Okay. Can you describe your partner's philosophy of life? Which he said a lot of this, how he makes sense of this here world
Oh gosh.
in a nutshell.
Whew.
He gave you some hints.
To live is to suffer. What's your tattoo? To live is to suffer. Is that it? That's pretty much his life.
Okay.
That DMX. Slipper.
Yeah.
To live is to suffer.
Yeah.
And to survive is to find meaning in the suffering.
Yeah.
Yep. And
Go ahead,
rest in
Destiny.
peace, DMX.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, do we want to
Fine.
see? So I'm gonna make it easy. You trying to ask all those hard questions?
Okay.
That I got right.
Yeah, you're doing good so far.
All right. Do you know what food your partner does not like or cannot eat?
Ooh, now
She eats
everything.
everything.
Facts.
Everything.
Okay, well look,
I do.
he answered correctly then,
I don't like liver.
but you'll pretty much.
You like who does?
Last time we had liver.
Exactly, because I don't eat it.
Well, I used to like it when we were growing up. Now,
Me too.
Because my parents used to cook
Liver and onions. Yeah, my mom did too. Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
No.
But
See,
he
she
said-
like what is it? From College Park, Chitlins. Those chitterlings.
Well, I don't eat them anymore, but I would.
Oh, I do. I eat it all.
Oh yeah, I don't eat them anymore because I don't eat pork and really. But honey,
Chitlins, pig
hot
feet,
sauce.
See? No.
Yep,
pig lips,
Good.
pickle.
I couldn't even walk in my
Country
grandma's
girl.
house. As soon as I smell, I was like, I need to go back outside.
bless your heart.
Yeah.
My mama still cooks them at our house to this day.
Does
New
she really?
Year's, yes.
Yeah, my parents will cook them, here and there, but
No,
no,
Good.
no, you're not gonna do that.
See, I'm with you.
none of that.
That's a man thing too, huh? So was that your last?
That was it.
Hey.
So actually, both of you guys batted 1,000. So
At 1,000.
So that means that you both
Yeah,
have to
he-
do something special for each other one day this coming week, which we should be doing anyway, right?
Yes.
And yeah, that's,
She leaving tomorrow,
you see
Wednesday? So
that means I ain't been doing it.
and it's not, and
didn't
yours
say it.
cannot be keep the kids from Wednesday to Sunday.
Thank you, Nicole.
Daddy's daycare.
I know when to keep quiet.
You have the right to remain silent.
Yes.
But that was fun. That was fun. That was really a lot of fun, and we just appreciate you guys
Yeah.
coming on with us. Eric, did you have
Yes, taking us
Okay.
good.
see, we're on power this week. So the power of environment, the power of relationships, and the power of the words that you speak.
That's right.
Ooh, that was
right.
good.
Words definitely have power.
Give him an arm.
Right, yes.
Y'all giving the wrong kind of offer. Okay, so we're gonna wrap it up now. but thank you again,
Thank you.
both of you, for being with us. We have enjoyed this session. We're gonna have y'all back again sometime soon.
Yeah.
Well, we'll do something together. Y'all know that. But
yeah.
we want to thank our audience, right, Eric?
Absolutely.
We're gonna thank everybody for joining us.
you.
For just tuning in and supporting us. Remember, subscribe to the Sloan Blueprint. And what else, Eric? Tell who?
Yeah, your mama, your cousin, and them.
All of them.
Tell everybody about the
Yes.
Sloan Blueprint. We thank you guys again, and we just want to encourage you to join us again for the next episode. Until then, see you next time.